Hello, welcome to our channel. Students, this is chapter 1 solid state, and as we were doing the last topic of our chapter, that is the properties of solids, and we will try to cover band theory in our next video. Guys, up to topic 15 I have covered in my previous video, for which I have given you the details or the links in the description box. So kindly put it from there, and please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. So let's start, guys. This is properties of solids topic. Properties of solids are divided into two parts, that is, we will do the electrical properties and the magnetic properties. First is the electrical properties. Electrical properties exhibit on the wide range of electrical conductivities, depending upon which they are classified into three types, that is, conductors, semiconductors and insulators. Guys, first we will talk about the conductors. What are conductors? The solids which allow the passage of electric current is known as conductors. Conductivity is in the range of 10 raised to power 4 to 10 raised to power 7 ohm per inverse per मीटर. देख रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स, कंडक्टर्स के केस में कंडक्टिविटी बहुत ज्यादा हाई होती है. All the solids which allow the passage of electric current through them are known as conductors. And metals के केस में कंडक्टिविटी बहुत ज़्यादा, सबसे ज़्यादा हाईएस्ट होती है, दैट इज 10 raised to power 7 ohm inverse meter inverse. Ohm inverse meter inverse is the unit of the conductivity, as you were studying in your physics subject. Okay students, and then conductors are further divided into two parts, that is the metallic conductors and the electrolytic conductors. First is the metallic conductors. Metallic conductors are those which allow the electricity to pass through them without undergoing any chemical change. In the metallic conductor you will remember the without going any chemical change, while in electrolytic conductor electricity pass through them with undergoing the chemical change. We will do it in some time. Next point is the conductance is due to the movement of electron under electric field. Okay students, in the metallic conductor the conductance is due to the movement of electron under the influence of an applied magnetic field, electric field, and then they conduct electricity in solid as well as in the molten states. And the examples of metallic conductors are metals like copper, silver and aluminium, etc. Okay students, I hope that you are cleared with these points. Guys, पढ़ाने में और पढ़ने में बस यही फर्क है कि टीचर ये जानता है कि आपके एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कौन से पॉइंट्स इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. लाइक स्टूडेंट सोचते हैं कि हम मेटालिक कंडक्टर को गूगल करेंगे और सब पढ़ लेंगे, बट हेयर दीज 4 पॉइंट्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन. तो आप गूगल से बहुत ज़्यादा रेलेवेंट चीज़ें वाइल इररेलेवेंट चीज़ें भी बहुत पढ़ लेते हैं, जिसकी वजह से एग्जामिनेशन में प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है. दैट्स वाई आई गाइड यू दैट you only study with the authentic teachers, so that you don't face any problem. हम इसी में ये इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक कंडक्टर ठीक कर देते हैं. इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक कंडक्टर is also same as the metallic conductor but with few variations. Like in electrolytic conductor, they are those which allow electricity to pass through them by undergoing the chemical change. So here we will rub the without word. So electrolytic conductors are those which allow electricity to pass through them by undergoing the chemical change. Next point is the conductance is due to the movement of ions, not electrons. And then they conduct electricity in molten state only, not in the solid state. Okay students, and these are the examples for metallic conductors, not for the electrolytic conductors. Now we have understood about the conductor, metallic conductor and the electrolytic conductor. Now we will do about the semiconductors and the insulators. Now we will study about the insulators. Students, इंसुलेटर्स कंडक्टर से बिल्कुल अपोजिट है. कंडक्टर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को जितनी जल्दी पास करवाते हैं, इंसुलेटर्स उतना ज़्यादा ही रोकता है. Like you can consider if you are standing on a wooden platform, very thick wooden platform, then it will not allow electricity to pass through you because the conductivity range of wood lies between 10 raised to power minus 20 to 10 raised to power minus 10 ohm inverse meter inverse. You can see students, कंडक्टर्स के केस में कहाँ कंडक्टिविटी 10 रेज टू पावर 10 टू 10 रेज टू पावर 7 के आसपास थी. यहाँ पर कंडक्टिविटी 10 रेज टू पावर -20 मीन्स 0.000001 वहां तक है, मतलब बिल्कुल ना के बराबर है. सो इंसुलेटर्स आर द सॉलिड्स विच डोंट अलाउ पैसेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट थ्रू देम and the conductivity range is 10 raised to power minus 20 to 10 raised to power minus 10 ohm inverse meter inverse, and the examples are wood, rubber and plastic. गाइज, आपने रियल लाइफ एग्जाम्पल भी सुना होगा कि इलेक्ट्रिक करंट जब लग जाता है तो हम कभी भी मेटल के कोई रोड से नहीं उसको हटा सकते हैं. लाइक कोई ह्यूमन बीइंग ही चिपक गया है करंट से, हम ऑलवेज वुडन स्टिक ही यूज करते हैं. ओके गाइज, नेक्स्ट इज द सेमीकंडक्टर. आप सब बर्गर तो खाते ही होंगे, तो सेमीकंडक्टर बर्गर के बीच में टिक्की का काम करता है. लाइक दिस इज वन ब्रेड एंड दिस इज अनदर ब्रेड, देन दिस सेमीकंडक्टर इज टिक्की. मीन्स semiconductors are those solids whose conductivity lies between those of conductors and insulators. इनकी conductivity conductors और insulators के बीच में lie करती है, and thus the conductivity range is also 10 raised to power minus 6 to 10 raised to power 4 ohm inverse meter inverse. So conductance in case of semiconductor is due to the presence of impurities or defects. गाइज, हम impurities और defects in case of semiconductors डिटेल में स्टडी करेंगे. The impurities are of two types, electron rich and electron deficient. Let's do that. गाइज, इस टॉपिक में से मेटालिक कंडक्टर वर्सेस इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक कंडक्टर्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. यहाँ पर पेपर में 3 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया जाता है. एज वेल एज सेमीकंडक्टर्स इलेक्ट्रिसिटी क्यों कंडक्ट करता है, इसका रीजन विद एक्सप्लेनेशन पूछ ली जाती है, जो कि हम अभी करने वाले हैं. सो आप इसको प्रिपेयर करना मत भूलिएगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, impurities are of two types. First is the electron rich or donor impurities, and second one is the electron deficient or acceptor impurities. अब इन impurities को हम electron rich और donor impurities क्यों कहते हैं, यही सबसे पहले हम क्लियर कर लेते हैं. Consider group 15 elements like arsenic. It have 5 valence electron because 10 electrons, it has total 15 electrons and 10 electrons are completely filled in the inner shells, while only 5 valence electrons are present. So it makes 4 covalent bond with the silicon while 1 electron remain free with the arsenic. So the movement of this electron jump from one atom to another atom in the presence of electric field, so it conducts electricity while moving from one atom to another atom. So this electron is responsible for conduction, hence this is called as electron rich, because it is electron rich element, and it is called as donor impurities because of having the extra electron it donates to another atom, so called as electron rich or donor impurities, and hence this type of semiconductor are known as n-type semiconductor. सो गाइस, ये मैंने आपके लिए एक्सप्लेनेशन बिल्कुल अच्छे से लिख दी है, सो दैट आप बिल्कुल भी कंफ्यूज ना हो. Read it. If impurities of group 15 having 5 valence electron like arsenic or phosphorus is added to silicon or germanium, then 4 valence electron forms 4 covalent bond with surrounded silicon or germanium atom, and the 5th electron remain free, and this electron becomes delocalized and conducts electricity. Since electron is responsible for the conduction, so this type of semiconductors are also called as n-type semiconductor. This is very important questions. What are n-type semiconductor? So you will write down all this definition. Next we will do the electron deficient or the acceptor impurities. Type 2, electron deficient or acceptor impurities. Students, here group 13 elements like indium, gallium or aluminium is present or is doped with the silicon or germanium. Here, as these metals are belongs to group 13, so they have only 3 valence electron, and as you know that silicon need 4 valence electron to form the 4 covalent stable bonds, but here we are having only 3 valence electron with aluminium, so it forms 3 stable bond with silicon and one site is left vacant and is considered as a hole. So here when the external electric field is applied, then the electron of the silicon will jump into this hole, and here the hole is created. So it is looking like that the holes are moving in one direction while electrons are moving in another direction, and this movement is responsible for the conduction of electricity in the electron deficient impurities semiconductor, and thus called as p-type semiconductor, because here the hole is responsible for the conduction of electricity, and as there are only group 13 elements having 3 valence electron, so this is called as electron deficient or acceptor impurities, because here the electron is accepted by the aluminium or the hole. So guys, you may note it down that if germanium or silicon are doped with group 13 elements having 3 electron in the outermost shell like indium, gallium or aluminium, 3 electron in the outermost shell, because the 10 electron is having in the inner shell and is completely filled, so only 3 electron is available to make the bonds. So these 3 electron forms 3 bonds in the lattice but is unable to form 4th bond. Hence, some sites normally occupied by electrons will be left empty, giving rise to positive holes. When electric field is applied, a valence electron from adjacent silicon or germanium may gain sufficient energy to move into the hole, producing a new hole layer at the other side. Since holes are responsible for semiconductor behavior, so such type of semiconductors are called as p-type semiconductors. गाइज, मैं आपको पहले समझा देती हूँ अपनी लैंग्वेज में, सो दैट आपको ये लैंग्वेज समझ आ जाए, और मैं आपके लिए ये लैंग्वेज इसलिए लिख देती हूँ सो दैट आप पेपर में थोड़ी बहुत गड़बड़ी ना कर जाएं और ये एज सच लिख कर आ सके, सो दैट यू विल गेट फुल मार्क्स और ये गाइज आपके लिए एज अ बैकअप फैसिलिटी भी प्रोवाइड हो जाती है, सो दैट यू विल नेवर फॉरगोट that what are electron deficient or electron rich impurities. So guys, please note it down. I hope you will enjoy the lecture today as well as later on. Okay students, thank you for supporting and motivating me, and please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get all the further notifications. And tomorrow we will do the band theory and the types of semiconductor. So guys, thank you and have a good day.